Podcast 7, The Nurse in the Family. Welcome back to Lunch Break for Nurses. Episode 7, When It's Your Own, Navigating a Family Diagnosis. On point today, that moment when the nurse hat and the mother, daughter, or spouse hat collide. Intro, the shift in perspective. It's that phone call we all dread, right? A parent, a sibling, or a partner gets a major diagnosis. Cancer, diabetes, heart failure, and suddenly, you aren't just the nurse on North 7, you're the medical point person for your entire family. Today, I'm sharing 3 pieces of advice for those of you navigating a family member's illness. Be the advocate, not the provider. The biggest mistake I made when my dad was diagnosed with COPD was trying to be his nurse. I was checking his O2 sats every hour and charting his meds in a notebook. It's your default mode. But here's the truth. Your most important role is being the family member. If you spend all your time acting like their clinician, you lose the emotional connection they actually need and have always gotten from you. Use your nurse brain to translate the jargon. When the doctor says prognosis is guarded or describes a complex surgical resection, that's when you step in. Translate the med speak into plain English for your family so they can all understand what is happening. Be the advocate at the appointments. Ask the questions they're too overwhelmed to ask. But when you're home, try to focus on being the daughter or the son. Point 2. Setting boundaries, the Google Shield. This is the toughest one. The family knows you're the nurse, and they respect your expertise and you love helping. But your phone starts blowing up at 11 p.m. when you have to be at work by 6 a.m. with texts from your siblings like, "Is mom's rash related to her new chemo?" You have to set boundaries early. It's okay to say, "I love you, and I want to help, but I need to be off the clock sometimes, like after a long shift, to stay sane." One tip? Control information flow. Create a shared digital folder or a group chat. Tell them you will check the chat on breaks and check the folder daily. Post the lab results or questions here, and I'll look at them once a day. It keeps you from being overwhelmed while you're trying to decompress from your own shifts. Pro tip: remind your family that even as a nurse, you don't know everything. It is perfectly okay to say sometimes, "That's not my specialty. Let's write that down for the specialist." Point 3. Managing the secondary trauma. We see illness every day, so we think we're immune to the shock. But when it's your own person, the old nursing detachment strategy doesn't work. Don't tough it out alone. We're prone to burnout already. If you're managing a patient load of 6 and then going home to manage a family member's care, you are going to flatline. Lean on your work besties. They are the only ones who get the specific weight of knowing exactly what a certain diagnosis means for the future. Talk it out with them. Closing. The heart of the matter. Bottom line. Your clinical knowledge is a gift to your family, but your presence is a bigger one. Don't let the medicine get in the way of the memories, and know your limits. Sometimes when we try to help everyone, we help no one. All right. Lunch has ended. Back to the floor. Take a deep breath, finish your yogurt, and remember, you're doing a great job in both worlds. You've been listening to Lunch Break for Nurses. Please like, subscribe, and comment so we can keep going if you enjoy what we are doing here. We care about you.